The Cowboy Encounter by Kristy Tate, a time travel romance. Read for you by Mary Castillo. By these waters we do sleep, clothed in night so dark and deep. Lady Moon, who doth guide our dreams, shroud us in your silvery beams. Take us to a distant time, when love and hearts doth combine. Chapter 1. Becca knew the dangers associated with bottling emotions, but she also knew the Bible was right when it said to everything there is a season. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. She recited the words whenever she thought she might break down and cry. Sure, some people might cry at weddings, but it was supposed to be a happy time, and Mia was not only her best friend's sister, but also the sister of the man Becca intended to marry. Becca's gaze slid to Joel. Standing beneath the rose arbor, his shoulders touching Mia's, he looked heart-stoppingly handsome in his tux as he posed for the photographer. The black accentuated his dark hair and eyes. Even the pink bow tie looked good on him. He caught her gaze and held it for a moment. His expression softened. She imagined standing next to him, her pale hair and skin in sharp contrast with his Mediterranean handsomeness. Becca blinked back a tear and looked down at her hands while all around her cameras flashed and clicked. For not the first time, and probably not the last, she imagined her own wedding. It wouldn't be as lavish as Mia's and Brad's, of course. Brad, a real estate developer, had fists full of money, which was good wedding-wise because Mia's family was on the brink of financial disaster. And although Joel, as a high school science teacher, had nothing to do with the failing family business, he still shouldered some of the concern over his mom's mounting medical bills. But at least Delia was still alive. That was more than could be said of Becca's dad. She shook herself away from bleak thoughts, pressed her hand to her bodice, and felt the latter crinkle against her skin. Beside her, Lacey toyed with a piece of cake. "I wish they'd start the music," Lacey said. "I need to burn off all these calories." "There's music." Becca's gaze slid over Lacey. Her friend wore the same putrid pink bridesmaid dress as Becca, but with her tiny toned body and long curly blonde hair. She made even the puffy dress look good. Becca tugged at her own dress, wishing she had Lacey's lithe build. "But no one's dancing." Lacey's gaze darted around the room.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?